Have you ever questioned your value, your worth, your identity? Have you ever just went through a season to where you just felt like you were just ignored? Have you ever went through a season to where you felt like you just didn't belong? Have you ever just went through something so traumatic to where you you who you thought you were, basically you were gaslit. Who you thought you were, somebody's a person, a group of people made you sit and question your integrity, made you question your heart. Okay, now I'm not talking about, this is for people that is genuine, different, set aside, quiet. You know who you are. You know who you are. And when you go about the world, sometimes it's almost like people don't see you. And when I mean they don't see you, it's like literally, it almost feels like you're just not there. No one calls your phone. No one checks up on you. You know, people at your job just act like you don't exist. And when I say that, it's like they just do things as if you are not a part of the flow process. They just do things. Have you ever felt like you're just in a hidden season? Let's just say you pour, and it's like what you did just didn't count or didn't matter. And this is not about keeping score, but this is really about like just how it seems like you're living in a alternate world almost. You know what I mean? Have you ever experienced that? I want you to know that God sees you. God sees you. God sees you. Please don't question your identity. I've been there. It is not fun. You know, if you're ever in a situation to where you gave from a good place and the receiving party just really treated you like you were like one of those small fruit flies just flying around like you never was even there. You know, and then swat at you like you're just a nuisance. Just think about it. Think about it. This is for the people who questioned everything you questioned everything you stood for. I was in a situation to where I showed up as I am, quiet, independent. I am independent, but not in a way that offends anyone. I just take care of my business. And did I say quiet? Truly, I'm quiet. And quiet meaning like I don't perform in front of people. I rather have like intimate one-on-one conversation. I will speak to a general consensus. Excuse me. You know, I speak, you know, I know how to be, I'm respectful and all of those things to people. Like, I don't look at you and not speak. No. You know what I mean? But my nature, I have a quiet nature. I have a shy nature. And so I found out that, you know, that who I am, which I was confident in who I was because I'm one of those people that's quiet, but, you know, I stand up for myself, meaning like I just don't do anything, like I don't go whichever the way the wind blows. Like I know who I am in Christ, stuff like that. So I move a little different. I keep to myself. I don't party much and go out and do all that stuff. Long story short, it was brought to me that someone in a family group, I would say, thought that basically, like, me being quiet and me being independent and to myself was just a bad thing. Like, it was just like it was a bad thing. Like, I didn't want to do anything with anyone. I just wanted to just not interact. And I'm just like, how is that so? And they made it a big deal to where it affected other people in the family group, to where they started to think that I was being manipulative with my quiet nature. It's so crazy, I know. And I'm just like, I literally show up, I'm nice, I'm giving, I bring gifts, and I'm always offering my help. And I don't perform. And because I'm so quiet, like if everybody is up dancing and toodle-doo, I'll sit there and I'll dance in my chair. But that's just me being me. I don't have to do what everyone else does. But anyways, long story short, it was almost as if they felt I didn't care to belong. And at the end of the day, it just made me question, like, my nature. It just had me question who I was, and it just made me think that something was wrong with me, like I was doing something wrong. And I really had pure intentions. I really did. I say all that to say, I went through a long downward spiral of just feeling, what's the word? I went through a downward spiral of just questioning, like, who I was, my confidence in who I was. And I really just was looking at myself like, am I the problem? And really picking myself apart. And it was just, and I'm just like, Lord, what's wrong with me? Things I was confident in, I was just questioning. And God one day said to me, after many weeks, maybe even months, after many months, he said, there's nothing wrong with you. You didn't do anything. And I was thankful for that, because I hear God's voice sometimes, and he told me that, and I was grateful for that, because it freed me. It freed me, from me having an identity crisis. Like, God judges the heart, and a lot of times people, the world, society will reject you if you do not look like society, if you're not doing what society say to do. And I know this story was all over the place, but I'm just saying to say, like, don't let your don't let people question your identity, and don't you question your own identity because of how people treat you. If someone can't recognize you for who you are, that's their loss. That's their loss, because you are a blessing. You are a blessing. You are a blessing. And so, if you feel invisible, if you feel unseen, just know that God sees you, and he will place you where you will be uncovered, and God's glory will shine through you. And your talents and your gifts that you bring, whatever it is God placed in you to be, it can be an everyday thing. You can be a person that smiles all the time. That's a gift. You know what I mean? You can be a person that you can be a person, I was going to say, that give good hugs. That's a gift. That is a gift, because you don't know whose life that you're going to be in, to where a person is going to need your hugs. A child's life, maybe an elderly person's life. You just do not know. So as crazy as it may sound, you just don't know. Gifts don't always have to be dramatic and big and just, gifts are an everyday thing. Our gifts is what keep the world go round. So I say that to say, like, God sees you. God sees you. And, if you feel hidden, if you feel like you don't belong, if you question, yourself, I encourage you to seek God in prayer, and just know that God is going to confirm within you how amazing you are, because you are amazing and you're needed in this world. You are so needed, so needed. You are special. You matter. You have value. And we see you. I see you. So please share, your story below. Please like the video. Please like the video, because it helps to reach other people's. And also subscribe to mine, Sanctuary Space. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you.